Hi, so let's talk about butts. Us girls love to work them. We want them to get lifted and we want to feel strong in our legs, and these are some great reboot your booty workouts and exercises for you to do. And the beauty of the ones that I'm going to go through with you today is that you do not need any equipment at all. This is all going to be body weight stuff. It'll be 5 minutes. I'm going to give you loads of different exercises, loads of different variations that you can take away and put into a routine for you. So first of all, the thing that everyone thinks about when you're doing exercises to work your legs and your glutes are squats. Squats, when you get down, works your glutes, works your hamstrings, works your legs all the way down, all the way back up. So little things you need to be aware of is when you get down, if you've got little problems with your ankles, make sure you don't lift your heels up. You want to keep your heels grounded. You want your feet hip distance apart, your knees in line with your hips, and as you go down, you want to keep your knees in line with toes. Now, in an ideal world, we're going to go down as low as we can and come back up. We're keeping our chest up, so we're not doing this. Sometimes people bend the knees a little bit and lean forward. So squats are great, but there's lots of different things you can do with squats. We can do normal squats, we can do plie squats. These are great. This is why ballet dancers have such great looking legs. So this is going to work a little bit further. If you want to do this and then tweak the calf muscles a little bit, we lift the heel up, okay? But we want to focus on that booty. So we can do things like this: down, lift. So we're driving the knee up, a little bit of balance work, a little bit of core work. Down, knee up. Okay, so that's one you can do. We can also do, I'll go side on to show you, squat and then drive that leg behind you. So push the heel, squeeze your glutes, down and lift. Down and lift. Trying to get nice and low with those squats. So those are a couple you can do. Other variations on squats we can do: squat wide, squat wider, squat wider, back together. So you go out, out, and we're staying down the whole time, so we're really working those legs. Okay, so how about a curtsy squat? So we squat down, then we take it behind. So what this does is it isolates that leg that we're putting all our weight on. So down, back, down, and step behind. Show you side on. Down, just tap that foot behind, all the weight on that front leg, down and tap. You put that together with a few of these and you're going to really start feeling it in the back of the legs. Another exercise that lots of people use is a lunge. So when you lunge, if you suffer with your knees, I would always lunge back. So step back, lunge, you're going to feel it all the way through the back of that leg. So when you lunge, look at my foot, toe down, heel up, grow tall, sink down. Tendency is some people rock forward, puts too much weight through that knee. Sometimes people don't lift the heel up, which means you can't get as low. So heel up, grow tall, down, release, down. If you're doing it front on, feet hip distance apart again, you step back. If you feel like you're getting a little bit wobbly, make sure you're not doing this. It's back, down, and then again up. You take the knee as low as you feel comfortable. Okay, so if you suffer with your knees, maybe not so bad. You can go forward into a lunge. So you step forward and back, step forward and back. But again, if that hurts your knees or if you have problems with your knees, you might want to avoid that. Okay, so that's just a few really easy, really simple upper body, lower body work that you can do standing. Coming onto the floor. So don't need anything. You can do this at home on the carpet, or if you've got a mat, sometimes they help you protect your knees a little bit. So all about glutes, hamstrings. You can be on your hands and knees or on your elbows and your knees for these ones. Lengthen one leg, lift it up and down. So what you'll feel is that you'll feel you're working your tummy, your back and your legs. Glutes and hamstrings. Okay, so that's one. You can bring it all the way in, push it all the way out. Bring it all the way in, push it all the way out. Really good. Really start to feel those glutes working on this one. And then to really finish it off, so if you do these exercises one after the other, finish it off by bringing it up, knee in line with my hip, foot is flexed, and we do little ones. little pulses. We can bring it down and up, then do a few little pulses. So there's lots of little combinations you can do. Take that leg out, start again. So straight leg in and out, and then those little pushes. So when you're doing that, you're going to feel that the other leg that you're kneeling on is also working really hard as well. So it's a double whammy really. So you get the bonus of working both legs at the same time, so that's good. Okay, other things you can do, this is my favourite, this is the one I do whenever I can. So you go onto the floor, feet hip distance apart, and we're going to do glute bridge. So relax your shoulders, natural curve in your spine. If you were doing Pilates, you tilt your pelvis and push up, you can still do that. If you suffer with your back, that's a great way of doing it. But we're going to just lift and lower, lift and lower. So when I lift, I really squeeze my bum cheeks, okay? So I'm working the muscles. If you don't work the muscles, then you're going to get a little bit of movement, a little bit of work, but you've got to really concentrate on those muscles that you're working to really activate those legs. Lift up. So the other thing you can do is you can lift, squeeze your knees together, out and down. Lift, knees in, knees out and down. And what that does, a little bit of inner thigh work, but means those legs are working for a little bit longer. Then we can make it really tough. Let me do this on my t-shirt so you can see what I'm doing. Hardly tap down, so I'm not going to touch down on the floor. So down and up, down and up, down and up. And then I'm going to make it a little bit tougher, so I'm going to take one leg. That leg stays low to work my tummy muscles. If that's not working for you, you can take that ankle across the knee, up and down. So that leg's going to get a real tough workout. Then I'm going to change. Now, with this one, if you suffer with cramp, you can start to feel a little bit crampy. If that happens, have a little rest. Bring your knees into the chest and then release, okay? If you're not comfortable in your hands and knees, you can still do these ones, laying on your tummy. Lift it up, lift it up. So you're still working your glutes, and then you bend your foot, bend your foot, bend your knee. What am I talking about? Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Final one I'm going to give you for your glutes, so we're coming onto your side. I want your neck to be comfy, so just rest your head in your hands. Bottom leg is going to bend, top leg lifts up. Now you will feel this a little bit in the hip, but trust me, you're going to feel it in your glutes in a minute. Bring it in, drop it down, so it taps the floor in front of you. Take it up at an angle. Bring it in, tap the floor, lift up. So in, up, in. Now this should not feel easy, but if it does, you take your foot, you turn the toes down, and that gives you a little bit more isolation right here, okay? Right at the top of your bum. Down and up. And then release, have a little rub, and you've got to do the other side. So that's a few exercises. You've got squats, curtsy squats, squat with the knee lift, plie squats, lifting the heel. Then we went on to doing some of those lunges, and then onto the floor. So there's loads of different exercises there. You can mix and match, find the ones that work for you, do them, and see what happens, what magic happens to your body. Well done. Take care. See you soon. Bye.